What am I doing? Hi everybody, entertaining myself, and welcome back. Well, as promised from last week's video, and thank you so much for your kind responses. This week I have the things I don't like about my most loved handbags. So stay tuned, you're gonna learn a lot on this one. Well, hi everybody and welcome back. It is lovely to have you back again, and thank you so much for all your lovely comments and new subscribers as well. Hi and welcome. I hope you're going to love it here. All your comments on my last video, which was my top 5 most used handbags, and this week, as promised, as I said, I am giving you the things I do not like. I hate saying this, but I have to give the truth here. This is what I'm here for. The things I do not like about my most loved, beloved handbags. Okay, let's make it quick, Viv. Let's go to number 1. And you all know I love this babe, so the reason I had to bring her out was to be 100% honest. As I said, there are things we love about everyone and everything, and there are things we don't like. This particular handbag, I have to say, the only thing that annoys me more so than dislike, I probably don't like, is that how much I have to mind the VACHETTA, even though I have got my way around that. Where there's a will, there's a way, and we have to be resourceful. So I do put my twilly on, as you know, and I do protect her. But it's the only one thing I do not like about this handbag. But in saying that, I can't even say don't like, because I love the VACHETTA on this. I just love how it looks. But I suppose, would like if it was more carefree. Says you, well, why don't you go and buy the reverse then, Viv? Well, you see, the thing is, I prefer this bag. I prefer the aesthetic. I prefer the monogram. I prefer the VACHETTA. You see, we're very hard to please, us women, aren't we, ladies? Just sometimes. But we know what we like, and we'll find a way around it. But I have to say, it's probably, and how hard it was to find. I didn't like that either about this handbag. And it does scratch. I don't mind that. Come on, that is just gonna happen. Like, as it opens and closes, it's gonna scratch here as you close it. Mine is perfect at the moment because I, as you know, got it new. Also, I wanted to give you tips. Some people are leaving the stickers on as new. Do not do that. Apparently it oxidizes the metal, so take them off. But that is the only thing I have to say, being very honest, about my beloved Bichette Matisse that I don't like, is how much I have to be careful. Actually, I was drinking water here earlier and I was like, oh my God, move that away from my bag because I have the twilly off. So that is that bag. And moving on from there, I will move on to my fabulous jumbo caviar Chanel in the double flap. And look at, I adore this bag. She's so puffy and beautiful, and she's caviar. But anyway, the thing I do not like about this bag is, number 1, how expensive this bag it is. It's just ridiculous, just absolutely ridiculous. It's like €6,500, 7,500 or $8,000. I have a video on the Chanel price increases if you want to have a look at it. That is one thing I do not like about this bag. Thank God I got this bag a few years ago. I think it was 2016, 17, going into 17. And I got her for a lot less than what she is now because of the price increases. But that is the number 1 thing I don't like about this bag. Also, this bag, for any of you, and these videos are very helpful for people considering, you know, the small, the medium, the large in these bags, or which bag to go for. It's an awful lot of money to spend for one bag. Maybe I could do a video for you on, you know, you could buy 5 or 6 bags, and which bags I would buy of the same value as this bag. That would be an idea. If you'd like to see that, comment down below. Now, I don't find it too bad, you know, but some people would actually find it quite heavy. It is on the bigger side, so obviously leather is going to be heavy, and then also the double flap on the inside makes it that bit heavier as well. For me, as I said, I love that. What I will say about these bags as well, mine is okay because it's in the caviar. I have mentioned this before, but ladies and gents, if you have this bag, be so careful with the zip. The zip tends to, particularly with lambskin, when you close the bag, it droops down and makes a dentation in your bag here. Always have a piece of felt or something, microfiber or material or something to protect your bag just here on the flap, and look, try and tuck it in and close it. Just little things to be wary of, because we pay a lot of money for these guys. So there are two things I don't like about this bag, I suppose, is the weight of it and the price of it. The size of it I love. I know it's not very in at the moment, but I do like the size of this bag. I have considered the medium, but you know, I've other things that I want, and we can't have everything, can we? So for now, this beauty is gonna just, you know, suffice, and more than suffice. Moving on from there, I wanted to mention my beautiful Vanity PM. Now, even as I'm looking at this little beauty in the screen, I just adore this bag. I really do. I think she's gorgeous, she's stunning. I've talked so much about her in previous videos, but what I will say now, I haven't worn her an awful lot. She wouldn't probably be the most practical bag, let's be honest here. She's very beautiful, and I suppose this little beauty gets away with everything because she's beautiful. But when you're carrying her, and I've only carried her once or twice to be very honest, I carry her on a shoulder because for me anyway, she's too short for crossbody. Although for some people that's just a few inches under my bosom, so it might be perfect for some people that like to carry like that, but you need two hands to open her. You know when you're at the checkout and you're like, okay, it's time to check out now. Hold on, sorry, 10 people. No, I won't, I'll only be a minute now. Hold on there. Just have to get the zips. Won't be a sec. You know, that kind of way. If you just want to grab and go, I'm still fiddling with the bag. This isn't a grab and go kind of bag. It is a beauty, an absolute beauty that I love, and I think I really will. Myself and Katie were discussing it. The times that I do not use this bag. Look, I'm struggling with her. Look, hold on. Yeah, hold on there now. A sec. Won't be long yet. Just a few minutes. You can close the bag. Imagine the dirty looks I'll be getting in the supermarket. They'd be like, would that one and her Louis Vuitton bag ever move on? Oh God, I just love how I entertain myself. I hope I entertain you too. Anyway, that is one thing that for sure is not great about this bag. As I said, it's probably the only thing. I mean, she's just gorgeous, but definitely the convenience. I mean, she's a pricey little bag, and I suppose there's another con of the bag for not getting everyday use. You know, you want to get your cost per wear on these little beauties. I mean, the capacity is good in that I have done actually, I don't know what fits. I've done a review on this bag, definitely. I'll stick it up and you can see what does fit inside. And she does actually fit a lot, but yeah, that thing of cost per wear, and you know when you're running out the door and you're like, if it's between two bags and you're in a hurry and you want convenience, I don't think you're going to go for this one, because you're going to go, those bloody zips. Let her just sit there in my vanity and I'll just take pictures of her and look at her, and she can hold all my cosmetics. Yeah, that's your job. Yeah. Number 4 would be none other than my beautiful Celine box bag, and she's lovely, isn't she? I just love this bag. Again, she was one of my bags that I was kind of considering letting go. I'm going to step out of the shot because just the beauty of this bag is fabulous. Now, the things I do not like about this bag are, if you want to put your phone in this bag, she is just, your phone I think is 6 centimeters and this is 6 centimeters. I think that's the way it works. So I have to take my phone out of my cover, which you don't like to do, because if we let this fall, then we are fecked altogether, right? So I haven't, for that reason, reached for this bag. And I mean, it's a convenient bag. I've taken the strap off now, I think, for storage, but it crossbodies, there's the strap, crossbodies beautifully. And I just want to show you now about the phone. As I said, it does fit once you take her out. Look, there are the compartments inside. Once you take her out of your cover. But who wants to do that when you're in a hurry? Nobody. Nobody wants to do that. We want to keep her covers on. See, so she fits just kind of nicely, kind of a little bit of a squeeze without the cover. And with the cover on, I have to kind of turn her sideways. I have to turn her sideways and shove her in. And then she kind of pokes out the leather out here at the side. Now maybe I should just bite the bullet and go for it. I mean, she does at the end of the day hold the bag. This is the small size, if you didn't guess. There's the small, then there's the teen, and then the medium, which is beautiful as well. And I find the medium too big. The teen probably would have been perfect, but anyway, I went for the small, and she's in the 6 centimeters, I think is her measurements, are her measurements. And the second thing I don't like about this bag is, like, I just adore box leather, okay? I adore it. But here we go again, you know, it scratches, doesn't it? Yeah, well, I knew that buying the bag, you know. Yeah, I did know, and I still bought it. So it's my fault. But anyway, yeah, I knew it. I'm probably babying her a bit. And excuse me, if you mind me calling it her. Katie always asks me, why do you call them her, Mom? I don't know why I do. Maybe it's like the cars and call it her, him, or I just like it. You know, let me know if it annoys you. What do you call your bags? And last but not least is Missy Moo. So Missy Moo is obviously stunning, okay? But again, as in my jumbo, in the classic double flap, the price of this bag is ridiculous. So I don't like that, number one. I don't like that for the amount of use I get out of this bag. I have to say, even if we didn't have the year that we had last year, I still think I wouldn't get as much wear out of this bag as I would in the previous video I did about my 5 most used bags, because again, I like to mind her. I like to baby her. She's not as carefree as my other bags. She's not a grab and go and don't think about it and run out the door and oops, I bumped into something and oops, I just scratched the lambskin. And you know, there's a lot of things to take into consideration when thinking about taking this beauty out for a little jaunt, as they say. If, you know, going for lunch, absolutely, of course you want to take this gorgeous, aesthetically beautiful bag. She's not going anywhere, by the way. I'm just telling you what annoys me, or the things, you know, that I don't like. It, you know, could be useful, as I said. So the price, the lambskin, the versatility in that, again, she's not a casual, you know, yes, of course you can go for lunch, but she's not just a run to the supermarket, run into the shops to grab the few groceries, excuse me now, you know, till I just get my Chanel out and I just, you know, it's a very, very beautiful bag. And I mean, functionality and capacity is fabulous. Practicality, I suppose, not the best. But for me, on the main things on this one is definitely the durability. It's not carefree. And some people say, oh, you know, if you just give it a little rub there, if you get it scratched, it'll rub out. To be honest, I have to say with this colour, I'm probably lucky, because if you do get a few scratches, and I'm looking along the side there, maybe it's 1 or 2, but you don't really see them in this colour. So that's a really good thing about this. See, I'm gone into the good sides now, and the advantages. Stop it. We're talking about the things I don't like here. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I don't like about the bag. Sometimes this is a little bit of a, you have to pull it out, you know, get stuck. It's not a big deal, but it is another thing that could annoy people. And really that's it. It's, you know, it's not carefree, it's not as durable as my other bags, and it's not as grab and go, and it's very expensive. So I hope that helped you in making some decisions on your bags, and really asking yourselves when you are making a purchase, particularly one that's, you know, you're saving up for, you know, just ask yourself the questions. What do I use it for? What do I want it for? Is this a run to the shops bag? Is this a weekend bag? Is this a going for lunch bag? Is this a date bag? Ask yourself all the questions, and you will not make many mistakes, and, you know, learn from all of ours. And with that, until next week, be kind, be safe, be compassionate. Love you lots. Thank you so much. Mwah.